Hello everyone, my name is Anna. I am from Portugal and I am an English and German teacher. I am currently teaching Key Stage 1 and 2. And for this week I played Giana Sisters, Twisted Dreams. It is a video game that is outside my comfort zone because I am not an avid gamer. However, I play video games since the age of 10, and the first game that I played was Crash Bandicoot, and then I became quite addicted with the Final Fantasy series, and now I am playing World of Warcraft and The Lord of the Rings Online for another course here at Coursera. While I was playing Giana Sisters, it was quite obvious that it had no story. It is almost a 100% platform game, and although for a while I was establishing a parallel between Giana and Mario, Mario has a very basic storyline. The princess was kidnapped and Mario must save her. Here with Giana Sisters, I really didn't have that story. I felt that the game was not very immersive. However, while I was playing, my English teacher brain could not shut down, and while I was playing, I was paying a lot of attention to the details, to the scenarios, and the thing that appealed me mostly was the amount of different colors and the different scenarios. I played very few levels. I think I didn't even reach level 10. But while I was playing it, we went through jungle scenarios, forest scenarios, and the last one was in a castle. And it's not really just the action, just the characters, which are basically just two of them, the Giana Sisters. One is more angel-like and the other is more punkish. It's not just that, it's just the amount of scenarios and the amount of vocabulary that can be taught to children via video games. That was what appealed to me most in this video game. It's almost made 100% for teachers to be very creative with them. Something that, for example, with a role-playing video game, I could not make it. A story would be presented. This game is more strategy-like. This game is more, it's 100% to think about what I'm going to do next. And it's not very role-playing, so you don't have a story that has a beginning, a middle and an end. You just have the levels, the platforms, and you have to think how to reach the end. I didn't make it through level 10, not because it was difficult, it was quite easy and very logical. That's one of the things that appealed to me mostly. It's not hard, but it's very logical, and sometimes I would be stuck on a very small platform, and it was something like I had to change the sister to get over it, and I was like, oh, that's clever, and that was not very hard, but you have to think about it. And combining language with strategy and thinking very logical can be quite fun, you know, not just thinking about the language as well. So Giana Sister was outside my comfort zone. I don't think I'll finish the video game. It's not a game that's very immersive, alright? You don't begin it and end it and finish it on the same day. It's a game that you can play 1 hour per day or so, but it's not really immersive because it has no story. And while playing it, I was thinking more with the eyes of a teacher. What can I do? What could I do if I was playing this game with my students, what kind of activities, what would they do to make a portfolio? What if I could use this game with my older students, let's think 14 years old. What would I do with my students? Last year, while I was teaching 14, 15 years old children, I had to teach a lesson on video games. I had a lesson on World of Warcraft, and the last activity was that they had to create a video game. So I had a story, very basic plot line, and characters, and what kind of game it would be. And many of them insisted on platform games because they were science students, and they thought platform games were very good for them to think, solve problems. And I think that this game would require them to think about the storyline, the plot line, not just the levels themselves, but also the storyline. And with my younger students, I think they would learn a lot of vocabulary, lots of items, word items, and also, for example, basic things like colors. What color is this flower? Okay, this flower is red, this flower is blue, this flower is red and blue. Can it be at the same time? So it was very interesting from an English teacher point, and I was thinking that it was probably a good way for them as well to learn English, not just from songs or worksheets, but also through video games. So it was a very interesting experience, and I hope to see you soon.